Jai Jinendra. Jai Jinendra, are you able to hear my voice? Hello, sorry, I couldn't hear your voice. Can you please repeat it?
Oh, I can hear you.
Oh, you can hear, right?
I
Okay.
didn't hear the first time, but I can hear now.
Okay, perfect. So we'll be just waiting for a minute and we can start our Pathshala class. So anyway, we can start our Pathshala class with Namokar mantra. So please join your hand, you can unmute and also join with us, right? Namo Arihantanam, Namo Sitanam, Namo Ayariyanam, Namo Vachayanam, Namo Loe Sahunam, Eso Panchanamokaro, Sauva Pava Panasano, Manglanancha Sauvesim Padmam Havai Mangalam. Jai Jinendra. So we can start. So Avni, do you already did it up to the Bhaktamar 12, right? 11, 12 last time we did. Did you join to that class or not? You are on mute.
I didn't join last time.
You didn't join last time? Okay, not a problem. So what I will do is we can anyway start this class with the today's lesson one, and then I'll go back for just the last class session one. Okay. I am still waiting for the another one, and meanwhile, at least we can start our story. So, have you heard Acharya Kunkun Bhagwan's name? You didn't heard Acharya Kunkun? No? Oh, okay, not a problem. Have you heard about Samay Sar, Pravachan Sar? Those are our scriptures. Have you heard about Samay Sarji, Pravachan Sarji,
Yes.
Astapahu? Yes,
Yeah.
right? So Acharya Kunkun was the author of that one, who wrote Samay Sarji, Niyam Sarji. Okay, so this called a Panch Parmagam, Astapahud, Labdisar, all those one up there. Okay, so and whatever Acharya Kunkun has started, it's called Dvitiya means a second, Shrut means acknowledge, Skand. Skand means a what we can say bundle or a library. Okay, and have you heard us? I think you already heard a story about the Shrut Panchmi, right? Have you heard this Shrut Panchmi story? Bhut Bali and you know that the Acharya with the Tharsan Acharya, they went. There are the two Muniraj went to this the Tharsan Acharya, Pushpadant and Bhut Bali, and then Acharya Tharsan ji taught him. They took their exams and give them an one mantra and say, okay, do sadhit. Sadhana means, okay, what we can say, okay, make it work. Okay, so usko sadhana karna. And then after what did it, Acharya, Pushpadanji and Bhutbaliji, they have those the mantra, but the mantra has one letter. more and one has one letter less. So that's how the two Devis appear. And usually Devis are, because those are the deities, right? And deities doesn't have any kind of those the disability. Okay, you can say. So they're all those the body, it is like a beautiful one. But the one Devi appears that doesn't have one eye, and the second Devi appears, they have a long teeth. You heard that the story? No? So what happened due to that? So then after both of the Acharya, and then both of those one, Pushpadantaji and Bhutbali, both have seen, hey, we already heard about Devatas, right? Devs, deities. And they always been in a proper form. They always are beautiful. And what happened? Why those are appear like this one? So they decide, they think that, okay, so whatever Acharya Dharsan give us those the mantra has something missing. That's why. And then what they did it, they corrected those the mantras, and then they did the sadhana again. And as a result of the sadhana, again the both Devis appear. But this time both Devis were totally full. They're
Hey,
all
Chinendra.
Jai Jinendra. Okay. So they're all eyes and heads and ears and all those the organs were much more beautiful, and these are the pure one. Okay, now they know whatever they did it, all those the mantras, that the mantra is completed. That is what the Acharya Darshan did it, because Acharya Darshan just want to take an exam. They want to know, hey, whatever I am teaching them, are these the people are able to what grasp it, write it, because until that one, all our knowledge was just by utter. Okay, everybody was just remembering it. It was not in written. And then after they transferred that the knowledge to both on Pushpadant and Bhutbali, and they have written our first scripture, and that was the very first one was written. It's called Shat Khandagam, and that was is called a Pratham. Pratham means the first. Shrut Skand. Okay, we already know. What do you mean by Shrut? श्रुत का मतलब क्या होता है अनिश? Diva, do you know what do you mean by Shrut?
Yeah, I do.
Okay,
Sure.
Kian, can you change your name so at least we can?
Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry.
No. Please change your name. And
It
yeah,
was
and tell me what do you
it
mean
was
by
on
Shrut?
my phone. I didn't even look at it, and I just logged in.
No, that's fine. That's fine. Not a problem. Okay. So what do you mean by Shrut?
Shrut means Shrut means like it is pure.
No, Shrut means knowledge. Shrut means Gyan. Okay. It's called Shrut. Or many times we can also call Shrut as like a book too. Jinwani, it's also called as a Shrut. But otherwise, a Shrut means knowledge. And if you know someone, okay, if any of your friend named Shruti, what do you mean by Shruti? Now I already told you Shrut. Yes, Diva. Yeah, unmute and tell me what do you mean by Shruti?
So it means like pure knowledge.
Shrut means knowledge. Okay. Do not consider about pure or unpure, but at least you can just say Shrut means knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean by Shruti? Does anyone of your friend name Shruti? Or have you heard that name? Some girl's name Shruti. You might have heard, right? So whenever I told you a name about the
Yeah.
Shrut one, so then what do you mean by Shruti? A simple, who possesses the knowledge. Okay, who has a knowledge or knowledgeable person. It's called Shruti. Okay, simple as it is. So that was called a first Shrut Skand. I already called about the Skand one, right? Skand means a group, a collection. Okay, you can say library. And then after, so that was called as the first one. And second one was done by Acharya Kund Kund. Okay, so why it is the second one? Because first one, because why we call the first one? Because that the same Jinwani that comes from the Bhagwan Mahavir in a parampara. Okay, all right. So Bhagwan Mahavir, whatever the Bhagwan Mahavir Vani was given, and that comes out to this Acharya throughout all those one up there and up to reaches up to Acharya Tharsen. Okay, and then Tharsen, Acharya Tharsen give this one to this, the Pushpadant and Bhutbali. Okay, and then it was starting in a writing form. And the second Jinwani, we received it from Simandar Bhagwan. And why it is so? Because Acharya Kund Kund went over there in a Mahavidya Kshetra with their original body. He went over there, he stayed for 8 days, and during all 8 days, he did the fast. Even he didn't eat anything over there. So from 8 days, he went over there, he cleared out all his doubt, okay, and remembering all those whatever the Bhagwan, Simandar Bhagwan told to us, they came up here again and then they written it out, all those the Shastras. So history says they almost written out 98 of those the Shastras. But right now we just have very few available. I think hardly around 8 or 9 available. Rest everything was destroyed in a time. Okay, so we'll go for their story first. And hold on. Okay, are you able to see my screen?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so we'll start this the story from the beginning.
His name is Kondesh the cowherd. Oh, who are these good people, and why are they going across the other side of the jungle? Let's go and see. Look there! A Digambar monk is sitting under a big green tree. His name is Muniraj. What is he saying? All living beings are God. Everyone has the capacity to become God. And if everyone started to recognize their innermost self, then everyone would be happy and nobody would be sad. But Kondesh doesn't understand this. He starts wondering, can a cowherd like me become a god? How? With these thoughts in mind, he returned home, and after a few days he came back to the forest and saw that the entire forest was burned in a fire. He found just one tree that survived. Now I remember, this is the same tree under which Muniraj sat. Under that tree he found an entire religious book written on a palm leaf. In the olden days there was no paper. Everything was written on the dried leaves of a palm tree, which was known as Tadpatra. The cowherd thought that it must be a very special and great manuscript. That's why it did not let the tree above it burn in the fire. Kondesh grew respectful of the manuscript. So he brought that manuscript to his house and with the utmost devotion started worshipping it daily. One day he saw Muniraj again, and his happiness knew no bounds. So he thought of gifting the manuscript to Muniraj. That would eventually help other people learn. So Kondesh ran to Muniraj, and with utmost humility Kondesh requested Muniraj to accept the Tadpatra. Muniraj blessed him and said, "You will soon find a way to your soul. You will gain knowledge of the soul, and people will remember you for thousands of years. People will remember this contribution for years to come. In his next life, Kondesh was born into a rich family in a city named Kunkunpur. His new name was Padmanandi, and his parents would sing hymns and lullabies to him about the purification of the soul. Padmanandi was smart. One day, Acharya Jinchandraji came to his city. While listening to the Acharya's sermons, Padmanandi started thinking of taking Diksha, meaning to renounce worldly life for an ascetic one, for the welfare of his soul. He was only 12 years old when he decided to take Diksha. Taking approval from his parents, at the tender age of 12, Padmanandi took Diksha and became Padmamuni. Under the tutelage of Acharya Jinchandraji, he observed strict penance and austerity for 32 years. At the age of 44, Padmamuni became an Acharya, and since he was born in the city of Kunkunpur, he became Kunkundacharya. There have been many Acharyas before Kunkundacharya, but you know what is so amazing about Kunkundacharya? He was the first Acharya in 2,000 years who wrote down the secret to purification of the soul for everybody. He wrote Samaisar, Niyamsar, Bravachansar, and 84 other similar books. These books showed ways to detach the soul from negative emotions, free the self from bad karma, and purify the soul. So you see, kids, Gondish the cowherd, who did not even know how to read and write, he saved the supreme religious manuscript and handed it over to Muniraj. And this good deed would make him an Acharya whose name we have remembered for thousands of years. Jai Jinendra.
So what we have learned. So okay, before we'll go, what we have learned. Do you know how many types of the dans are? Yes, we do the dan means donations, right? How many types of those the dan? There are 4 kinds of dan. Yes, yes, Avni. You can tell me what are those one.
I don't know the names.
Okay, first one is a Gyan Dan. I think Anish knows it, right, Anish? So I will start with this the Gyan Dan, then
No, I don't know the.
you don't know. Okay, how about you, Diva, Kian, Henny? Okay, I already told. These are
I
the.
know what's Gyandan.
Then what is the second one?
Gyandan after Gyandan.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Any, okay, forget about the sequence ones. You can talk any, means tell me what are the other one.
There is Gyandan. There is Ahardan.
Very good. Yandan, Ahardan.
There is Oshadan. Oshadan.
Very good. Yes, Aushaddan and Abhaydan.
Baidan.
Okay. Gyandan, Abhaydan, Ahardan, Aushaddan. So those are the 4 kinds of those the dan donations, right? We do. And there are 2. One is a very supreme one. First one is Gyan and Abhay. Ahar and Aushan are a modest one. Okay, because why it is modest one? Do you know? With the ahar means you know, right? You can donate a food. तो आहार हम किसको देते हैं? मुनि महाराज को देते हैं. ओके, और फिर किसको देते हैं? हम चारों संघ को देते हैं, राइट? मुनि महाराज, अरिका माता जी, श्रावक, श्राविकास, जो कोई भी हमें उसमें आता है उनको देते हैं. So those are the modest one because that can only help them for one time, right? When they are hungry, and it may be support just for a one day. Okay. From the ahar, then we are going for those the aushad. Aushad means medicine. So if you are helping someone in a hospital, you give them medications, medicines, or help them to buy medicines. So how, and then from the ahar, we are going a little bit above one, medicine. Medicine helps them to get it cure, and that helps them for a little bit a longer time while they are again not that fall into another kind of the disease one. Okay, then after it comes Gyandan. Okay, so Gyandan means a knowledge. And if you empower a person with the knowledge, they can be anything. Have you heard about a story of Chandragupta Maurya? Do you know who is a Chandragupta?
Yes, I do.
Okay, Keval, do you know who is a Chandragupta? No? Okay, Chandragupta was a very poor boy like you one. And Acharya Vishnugupta, we known as a Chanakya. Chanakya took him and from the very poor boy to make him a Chakravarti, a very big king. And do you know how big his reign? Okay, so he was ruling up to, we can say, Iraq and Iran was the part of his kingdom. From that one, many part of the Russia. From Russia, you are going towards the entire full India, okay? Pakistan and everything was been covered. Afghanistan, Pakistan, many parts of those the Russia. From that one, he is going back full, he covered the full India. And then after from that one, Thailand, Malaysia, okay, up to that one, his reign was. He becomes such a big king on that time. While you just have a transportation kind, it's just a horse and all those things. Even they do not have a plane or any kind of those the big transportations. On that time, he become a king and ruling for that one. How he did it so? Because he got the knowledge. Knowledge from whom? Acharya Chanakya. Okay. And they make a one unified India on that time. And after that one, that India was not. And then after that one, there is another king becomes such a big one. It's called Vikram, Vir Vikramaditya. And he conquered up to Egypt. And he also conquered Europe as well. Okay, so he conquered entire Europe. Rome was the part of on that time, and India, many of those the China or Chinese part of, since before Nandi ones to this the Vikram, Vir Vikramaditya one. Have you heard about the Great Wall of China? How many of you have heard about the Great Wall of China? Do you know why they made that the Great Wall of China?
Yeah,
Okay, why they made it?
because Indian people were attacking China.
Yes, yes. They tried to evasions of our kings. Okay, we try all the time to conquer it over it. So they just built that the wall, and that wall was built in almost like it's developed in almost like 400, 500 years. Took to build that the big wall of China. So just remember how hardly we are trying to evade it. Okay. And it is started from not only before this the Chandragupta, it is started that one up to the Vikram, Vir Vikramaditya. And whenever the Vir Vikramaditya was the king as a ruler up here in India, majority of the China is a part of India. Okay, so at least as a that you all are Indian origins, right? Your parents are from India, Bharat. So you should know about little history about the Bharat Varsh, how our country was the big and how knowledgeable. So let's will again going back to it. So I already told about the power of knowledge. And then after there is abhay. Fourth one is abhay. What do you mean by abhay? A means no, bhai means has to fear of. Okay. So what is the greatest fear everyone has? Which one is the greatest fear? Diva, what is the biggest fear? Keval, Henny, can you please turn on your camera, please? And Kian, please turn on your camera. All the time, please keep your camera on. Okay. Yes, Henny, you can help Diva and tell what is the biggest fear. Everyone has it.
About dying, about dying.
Yes, fear of death, right? Fear of, okay, if I will die, correct? And in abhay means no fear. You should not have any fear from me. Means I am not harming you. Okay. So those are the four kind of those the donations. And what you do, and usually you know that Muniraj or other Shravikas, they always do or give some and some kind of those the donations they do. So what kind of the dan you can do or you can give to the other one? At least you can give abhay dan, right? Your behavior should be such a way so that other creature should not feel threatened, dangerous. Correct? You are even while you are walking, you are not harming any tree. Okay, you are not walk on grass. So even though it's walking on grass, you are killing that the grass. There are 1 cents. So if you are not walking on a grass, you also give them abhay dan. It's called abhay. Then after they will not fear you from fearing of the death. Is every creature has, that is the biggest one, fear of death, right? Other things what you can do, if you have cooked something one and you can donate to homeless people, you can give them an ahar dan. That is okay. Try to that give a some and some kind of those the donations every day. At your home you can also bring up a bird feeder and that and put grains into it and birds can come and feed it, right? So let's make an habit to give some and some kind of the donations every day, either of any of those the four one, and none of those one is related with the money, right? In our okay, ahar, abhay, aushad, and gyan. Does anywhere that the money come in a picture? They are asking you, okay, give me this many rupees or this many dollars or this many gold or anything. Yes or no?
Oh,
No,
no.
right? Jain has only four kinds of those the donations, only four kind of Aushad Dan, Ahar Dan, Gyan Dan, and Abhay Dan. Okay, and you should have to make a habit. So how this the habit will help you? I think Diva can explain me how this the habit will help you.
So my school has a saying that what goes comes back. And if you do something good, then something good will come back to you.
And you know that secret here, whatever it comes in an exponential way. It means that it's become multiple times. And that was the story today we have heard. We have heard a story of Acharya Kunkun, right? He was just the shepherd. And what he give a donation of the Shastras to Muni Maharaj, that he was found in a jungle. In the next birth, he born in a rich family just because of the one donation, one donating that the book, and book has a knowledge. And why it came in a multiple time, do you know? Because that the knowledge is helping out the other people so much way, correct? So as a result, what he got it, as a result, he not only born in a really nice, wealthy family, but he also, what other things he got it? He got the Samyak Darshan, Samyak Gyan. He was, that means in a sixth and seventh Gunasthan, in a Muniraj, he became a Muni Maharaj. He also got a chance to went to where? Do you know? With the same body in a Mahavidya Kshetra, where the Simandar Bhagwan there, in a Simandar Bhagwan Samavsaran. Have you ever traveled in a sky, I can say, out of the earth? Mahavidya Kshetra is not here, right? You need to go to this space. And on that time, he traveled it and he didn't even require any kind of those space shoot. Because of the Charan Labdhi, he has it. Do you know? So as a result of the one simple good gestures, I already agree with the Diva, and that is what's the lesson. If you start something good up, small thing up here one, it will come back to you in an exponential way, means in a multiple times. If you do something good one, it comes to you with the big, very big good way, right? And if you do bad, then whenever it comes to you, and then in which way it will come?
It
Very
will
bad way.
come that way, yeah.
Yes. Okay. So always, that's why I said, you always, every time you can do, even though you know that if sometimes, even however I do, I always, even I'm not eating it out in the night time. So the least, at least what you do after you eat it, after you finish your lunch or dinner in a night time, after you finish your dinner and before going to the bed one, you can say, hey, until I will wake up in the morning one, I am not going to eat anything. And that is, you also given abhaidan to whom? To the many Jews, right? Because if you in a night time, if you just wake up and start eating, you are, if you are not given a promise, it means that you are vulnerable. You can do, correct? But once you give them a promise, it means that you are not going to do. And that's why you are not getting any kind of those, the pap. Okay? So at least you can do that things. Every night before you go to the bed one, say, hey, from now onwards, till I will not wake it up, I'm not going to eat anything. I'm not going to drink anything. Because you know that in one drop of the water has many lives, right? And whenever you says you are not going to eat anything, not going to drink anything, this is my promise in front of the Jinendra Bhagwan one, it means that you are not breaking it and you are saved from that kind of the pap. And not only that one, but you also give them an abhaidan to all those the Jews.
Yeah.
Okay, so start something small one. Let's will be going for our second one is Bhaktamar. And Bhaktamar, for this one up there, we are going for the 13th and 14th stanza. And if time permits, we'll take 10, 11, okay, or otherwise, most probably I'm planning to do in the next week or after that one, from the first stanza up to whatever this one up there, I will cover in a 1 week over there on that time. But let's will go. Let me share my screen. Okay. Okay. So are you able to see my screen?
Yes.
Very good. So how many of you know Bhaktamar? You know Divya, right? So we'll start with the Diva. Diva, slok 13.
Do I read it?
Yes, you can read it. You can sing it.
Okay. Vaktram Kvate Surunaro Raganetrahari
Netrahari.
Neshesh Nirjit Jagat Tayopamanam बिम्बं कलङ्कमलिनङ्कनशाकरस्य यद्वासरे भवति पाण्डुपलाशकल्पम्.
Very good. Anish, now your turn. Then Avni, then Hani, then Keval.
I don't know
What
this.
about
Oh, it's already over there, right? You can easily read it. I'm sharing my screen.
Vaktrankave Tisura Naroraga Nisheshanir Jirita Jagata Triye Opamana
Tritaya.
Tritaya
Yopamanam.
Yopamanam Bimbanga Kalankamal
Kalank.
Kalankamal Malinang
Malinang.
Va
Kwa.
Nishakarasya
Karasya.
Asare Bhavati Pandu Palashakalpam.
Very good. Avni.
Vaktrankvate Surnaroragne Trihari Nisheshane Chitijagatrite Opamanam Bimbang Kalankamalinkwa Nishakarasya Yadvasare Bhavati Pandu Palashakalpam.
Very good. Henny.
Vatarangvate sururarognati hari
Nishesh.
nirajita jagat
Tritaya.
tritayopa
Manam.
namanam
Bimbang.
bimbang kamalilang kava nishekarasya
Nishakarasya. Very good.
yad
Dvasare.
vasare bhavati
Bhavati.
pandupalashakalpam.
Very good. Keval.
Vaktrankavate Sura
Narorag.
Narorag Netre Hari
Hari. Yes.
Hari Nishaha
Nishesh.
Nishesha Nirat Jagatriopamanam Manam Bimbang Kalank
Kalank. Malinang.
Malinankava
Nisha. Karasya.
Nishakarasya Yavaser Bhavita
Bhavati. Pandupalasha
Pandupalashkalpam.
Kalpam. Kyang.
yes? Okay,
Okay,
let
now
me.
your turn.
Okay. Vakyang Kwate Suranaya Ganite
Hari.
Hari Nisheshani
Nirjita Jagat.
Jagat Tritaya
Taya. Pamanam.
Pamanam Bimbangkalanka Maliankava Kwa
Kwa.
Kwe
Nisha. Kwa. Nisha. Karasya.
Kwanisha Karasya Yadavarasa
Sare. Bhavati. Pandu. Kalpam. Very good. So we'll go word by word, right? Okay. So first one is Vaktram. Okay. So do you know Vaktram means a face? And basically Vaktra means to say, and from the portion of it, the body from where we can say it, it's called a face, right? So that's why it's Vaktram. Kwa. Where? Kaha. Or. Okay. So kaha means where. This one is a kwa is a question mark. They means your, aapka. Sur. Sur means devs, right? Nar. Nar means humans, we are. And urag. Urangs means नाग. नाग जाति के जो देव होते हैं ना उनको बोलते हैं. So why this is sur, nar, urag, narog. So they says, do you know where those dev or deities are living? Do you know where? Okay, I think Diva might knowing, right? Diva, देव कहाँ पे रहते हैं?
In the heaven.
In the heaven, right? And where is the heaven? Heaven is
Is
in
there
upper
are
part of
four
the
heaven?
Yeah.
upper
Out
part
of-
of the universe, right?
Yeah.
So okay, and where human living? Where we are living?
Mother Kshetra.
Yes, in the middle part of the universe, right? We are living in the middle one. And where Nag Kumar Devs are living? Do you know Nag Kumar? So there are the four kinds of those the Devs. First one is the Bhavanvasi, then Vyantar, Jyotish, and Vaimani. So he is talking about Bhavanvasi. So do you know where those the Bhavanvasi Devs are living? Hani, do you know? These are living in a first earth of the hell. Where? First earth of the hell. Chitra pe rehte hai. Okay, its name is Chitra. Chitra dharti pe. So, and so where does the hells are? All those the hells are lower part of the universe, right? So here they says upper, middle and lower. It covers the whole part of the universe. Okay. So you can say it's teen lok, they covered it. Netra, netra you already know. Netra means eyes. Hari means whatever you like it with the seeing one. Very scenic, beautiful. That whenever you open it, you like it to see it. Okay. So it's called Haran Karne Wala Hari. Okay. Ni, Shes. Ni means no. Shes means anything left. So now nothing is left. What it means that it covers everything, right? Whenever you say it's nothing left, it means that you covered everything. It's full, complete. So it's called Nishesh. Nirjit. Okay. Who conquered it. Now nothing left for a winning. I already covered up here one, right? So now with this the Ni one, you can also learn up there. Nirjit means now nothing left to conquer. Okay, they conquered everything. So it's called Nirjit. Jagat, this is the world. Okay. Jagat Tritaya. Tritaya means three world. It's already been covered. We already know now what are the three worlds are, right? What are the three worlds are? Avni, what are the three worlds are? Yes, Avni, go ahead. I can help you out. We only learned about three worlds, right? Are you able to hear my voice? Henny, are you able to hear my voice?
Yes.
Yes, right. Okay. So now my question is, what are the three worlds? Here one they says Tritaya Jagata means three world. So what are the three worlds? We only just recently we talked about all those the three worlds. If you are looking up here one, Sur, Nar, Urag, right? So means already covered. All are heavens. All are our center part of those the universe one. All are hells. Everything is been covered, right? So those are the three worlds. So they say Jagata means entire world. Tritaya, tin jagat, tino jagat ke. Upumanam. Okay. So it's look like. Okay. किसको हम उसकी उपमा दे? However it's look means what kind of we can say it. Okay. So they says जब आपने सब कुछ जीत लिया है, आप इतने अच्छे हो, so we do not have anything to compare it with you because there is no other one comparing like your one, right? So somebody says, hey, I am a king of all realms, all three worlds. So you says, okay, then you are king like what? You have any comparison now left over? No, because they covers everything. So here one they says, okay, Now in the entire universe, nothing is left. Okay, for winning things, nothing is left. Okay, and they are so beautiful, so lookable, so nice, netrahari. Okay, so it means that we do not have, हम किसकी उपमा दे, कहाँ से, हम कैसे कहे आपको, how I can say or how I can describe you. I do not have any word or anything in this the world they can as a comparable with you one. Okay, because you not only have left anything else, or you do not have anything left that you didn't even conquered it, you win it. And then after they says, okay, so this is first one. They says, okay, it means simple in a word says, you are such a great one, we do not have anything that I can give any comparable upumar. Okay, I cannot compare with you with anything else. And now they give us an example, bim bum. Okay, so you know that, what do you mean by bim? So bim means a shape. Okay, bim. And second one, bim is also here one is because it's a shape of a moon. So how is the shape of moon? I think Henny can tell me how the moon is. What is the shape of moon?
Circle.
Yes, circle. Okay. Anish, have you seen any other shape of moon?
The crescent.
Crescent one, right? Okay. So if somebody says, okay, Avni, if somebody says, okay, can you draw a moon? What kind of the moon are you about to draw it? Circle or crescent one? Avni, are you able to hear my voice? Hello. Okay, I don't think so Avni can about to hear me, but can anyone ask Avni whether I'm pretty much audible to her?
Yes, you're audible.
Audible?
Yes.
Okay. Uh-huh. So, okay, so if we'll give a task to draw a moon, what kind of the moon are you about to draw it? Crescent one or full one?
Full.
Full, very good. Okay, so we'll go. So bimbam means a shape. Shape of what? Nisa karasya. Nisha means night. Okay, or who is light in a night one. So very lightable object in a night is only moon, right? So Nisha Karasya is Chandrama. It's a moon. That is also synonyms for this, the moon. Kwa means kaha, where? Okay, Kalank Malin. Kalank means blackish things. Okay, dirt, everything. So it's spoiled with this the dirt and anything. So Chandrama Jaisa means in a on a full moon night, we see the moon is very bright, nice one, right? We are not seeing that moon is very dirty one, correct? It's really nice, white, glowing up that one. And then after they says Yadvasare, Yat means like in a divase. Okay, so divas means din, varase, din me. Okay, so if you are seeing that the moon's light in a daytime, however you will feel like that one very dull, right? Many times you might have seen there's the moon still in a daytime too, and it's look like a dull, it's not look like a very bright one, whatever, however it's look like in a night time. So Pandu means dull. Palash means to covered. Okay, Kalp means a tree. Okay, and that the tree is full with what one? Full with the leaves, it's called Kalpam. Okay, so however that the tree is covered full with their leaves, the same way. Okay, So Jay say, however, whenever the tree is covered full with their leaves, and behind that one, if you try to see those the moon one, are you able to see that moon? No, right? And if you try to want to see that the moon in a daytime, are you able to see that the moon in a daytime? Yes, you are, but it is not that bright as however it is in a night time. So that way I say, even though if I will tell you like you are soft, very nice like a moon, but moon is also, you know that moon has a kalank, means moon, you know that, right? There are the black spots in a moon. So they have few black spots in a moon. So a moon cannot come to comparable with your one because it has some kind of those black spots. Even it's get dulled in a daytime. And if I'm going behind the tree, and or many times if the tree comes in front of me and moon is behind it, it's that the tree covers the moon. Okay, so that's why I said even though nothing can comparable, even though if we can say, hey, okay, you are look like a moon one, but moon can also not comparable like things to you. So that is one. And who is that kind of the very beautiful things in the world? Once you see it, you will see it. Okay, you do not want like to see any other things. Henny, Avni, Kia, Keval, Anish. So which is the most beautiful thing in the world? Yes, go ahead, tell me.
I think Earth.
Earth is the most beautiful. Okay, how about you, Diva? What is the most beautiful thing? Henny, Avni. I think Diva, you told Earth, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so how about Henny? What is the most beautiful thing in the world?
One.
Bhagwan. Okay, very good.
Nature.
Nature. Okay, very good. Kian, Keval. Which one is the most beautiful thing? You don't know? Okay, only one condition is up here one. Okay, if you start to sing it, Netrahari means you need to continuously watch that one, and even though you never get tired, that is the condition, Netrahari. Okay, so if like in Diva, right? Diva says Earth. I'm constantly putting up in a what we can say, yeah, in a space, and you and say, okay, you need to constantly watch Earth. Does it will be look the same beautiful as always or not? Or you get tired, you means you do not have any options to look any other things, okay, or any other places, you just need to keep watching that one, whatever is the most beautiful, that is the first condition. Same thing with the Henny. Okay, Henny, if I will send it out to you in a temple one and say, hey, okay, this is a pratimaji of our Bhagwan, and you need to keep watching it, and so every time you like it to keep watching. Yes, no? Keval, anything in this world that's such a beautiful once you are start to looking into it, and you keep looking, you never get tired of looking that thing. Yes, Avni, you are mute, you can unmute yourself and say, do you know that things, which one is that thing? That is our Atma, that is ourself. That's why what Sid Bhagwan is doing, Sid Bhagwan in a moksha, they are constantly looking themselves. They are even not looking any side outside over there. And that is why, you know, that once once anyone has experienced themselves, okay, or who has an experience with the Atma Gyan, they went to in a path of liberations, in a path of moksha. They go all the way and become a Siddh because they do not like to look outside anything. Ourself is such a beautiful, such a adorable thing. And that is what they say is up here one. कि भगवान जो आप जिस तरह से हो, same like I am too. Okay, so that is stanza 13. Any question into that one? No, right? Avni, can you please read the English meaning of stanza 13? Yes, Diva, go ahead and read meaning of 13.
O Jinendra, this analogy of your face does not appear proper to me. How can your ever
Scintillating face
scintillating face that pleases the eyes of all celestial gods, human, and the beings of the lower worlds be compared to the moon. In comparison, the moon looks pale as an autumn leaf during the day, so it blemishes at night. Even the best available analogy is incomparable to your face.
Yes, so Bhagwan's face is such a beautiful, right? That is what the simple as we can put it in a simple one sentence. Your face is such a beautiful, you look such a beautiful. We do not have any comparison to compare it, anything in this world to compare it with you. Okay, yep. So this one is the pictorial presentations for that one. Here you see there's the Nagendra, right? I already told about Avanvasi, Nagendra. Okay, or we can call this a Tarnendra. So now we'll go for this the slok 14. Okay. So Divya, we'll start with you. Sampunaman. Yes, go ahead and read it.
Me?
Yes.
Okay. Sampurna Mandala Sasanka Kala
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 kala.
Kala Kala Pe Shubhra Gunasti Bhuvananta Valangayanti Yesanshitasti Jagadeshwar Nathamekam Kastan Variyati Sansarito Yathishtam.
Very good. Henny, Auni, Keval, Kian. Okay, so Henny, now your turn.
Sampurnamandala Shanta Kalapa Subragunastribhuvanaittava Langayanti.
Very good. Ye Shans Trita Tri Jagadishwara. Tri Jagadishwara. Ha, very good. Na, very good. Make come
Kastan Nivarayati
Rayati Sancharayato Sancharayato Ya The Stam. Very good. Avni, now your turn. Avni, now your turn. Okay, Keval, you will go and then after I'll ask Avni. Okay.
Samparmandal Shakant Kala Kalap
Kala
Shubra
Kalapa
Kalakalapa Shubra
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 Guna
Gunastribhuvanan Tav
Tava
Laga
Langayanti. Langa
Lagayanti.
Very good.
Ye
Ye san
Sanshritas
tri tritaya jagat
Tritaya Gadishwar
jagadishwar
Netamekam Kastan
nathmekam. Mhm.
Kastan Nirvayati
Nirvati.
Shantaro Yatestam.
Very good. Sancharato yathestam. Very good. Okay, Kian. Okay. Okay. Go ahead, Anish. Now it's your turn.
Samprunamandala Shashanka Kala Kalapa Shubhragunan Strihubhavananata Langayan
Lagu Langayanti. Very good.
Ye
Ye.
Sanchitana Srijagadishwar Nathamekam Kastan Nirvayati Sansharato Yateshtam.
Very good. Tashvi. Tashvi, is your turn. Can you please turn on your camera? And Auni, your turn. Don't worry. However, everyone here is just for the learning. Okay. So do not shame. If you want to do, go ahead. Okay. Or else I can start it, right? So Sampurna Mandala Shashanka Kala Kalapa Shubhra Guna Sri Bhuvanam Tavalangayanti Ye Sansrita Sri Jagadishwar Nath Mekam Kastanivarasati Sancharato Yathestam. So let's will go with their meaning here. Sampurna, we already covered up there. Mandal, we already covered. Shashank. Okay. So this one is simple one. Sampurna Mandal Shashank means like a full moon. Sampurna means complete, right? Mandal means the circle, complete circle like Shashank. Shashank means moon, like a full moon. Kala Kalapa, okay, means it has many kind of those the arts, or we can say it's you see right from the crescent moon, you are seeing many different shapes of those the moon. It's covering from this the small one to then once it's become a full, and from the full whenever it start to totally dark one on that time you are seeing all those one up there. Okay, so it's called Kala Kalapa. So a different uh, shapes of those the moon. Shubhra means clear, very clear, very pretty. Guna, sa guna means virtues. Tribhuvanam, you already know, right? Tino loko ke, for all those third, all those three worlds. Tau, yours, Lankayanti. Okay, so it means that one way we can say spread. It's so it's already spreading it out. Your virtues are spreading it out in the whole world. All world is covered with your what virtues. And how is that the virtues? The virtues are Shubhra. Shubhra means pure, good, very nice one. And how it is like? It's like, so whenever you know that if you are walking in a full moon night, and then how the lights are covered in entire earth, right? You will see like everything is covered with the light one, like the same way, nothing has been left out over there on that the full moon night. And that on full moon night all their arts is already been covered because it's a full now, nothing has been left. Some same like your virtues, all your virtues are covered in this the entire world. So yes, ye means those sansrita. San आश्रित means who जो उनके आश्रित है. Okay, three means the three. Jagadishwar, सो तीनों जगत के जो ईश्वर है, नाथ, नाथ, नाथम, नाथम मीन्स नाथों के नाथ, मीन्स द गॉड्स द गॉड वन, राइट, जो सबके भगवान है और वो है एक, मीन्स आप। सो आप हम आपके आश्रित है, मीन्स वी आर डिवोटेड टू यू एंड यू आर हु यू आर अ गॉड ऑफ द ऑल थ्री वर्ड्स, राइट। कास्तन, ओके, का मीन्स कौन, ओके, हु, तानम उन्हें, निवारती, हु कैन स्टॉप देम, कौन, हु कैन स्टॉप देम, राइट। संचरतो मीन्स जस्ट मूविंग आउट एनीवेयर, यथेष्टम, यथा इष्टम, यथा मीन्स जैसे उसकी इच्छा हो, लाइक, ओके, विशेष, ओके, उसी के हिसाब से जो उसको बोलते हैं यथेष्टम। सो जो तीनों जगत के नाथ हो, हु इज अ गॉड ऑफ ऑल वर्ल्ड, राइट, who is stopping them to go anywhere? Does anyone has power to stop them, right? No. Or does anyone do dare to stop them? No, right? Who can stop them? Who is a god of all three realms? You got it? तो इस तरह से है भगवान कि आपको जैसे कोई नहीं रोक सकता, ऐसे आपके किसी भी गुण, आपके पास जो गुण है वर्च्यू, वो पूरे जग में इसीलिए फैल गए हैं कि उनको भी अब कोई नहीं रोक सकता। इसका मतलब क्या है पता है? व्हाट इट मीन्स? इसका मतलब है कि जो इनके आश्रय गए ना, आश्रित, संश्रिता, जो इनके आश्रय गए, सो हु बिकम देयर डिवोटीज, उनको भी इस दुनिया में कोई रोक नहीं सकता। फॉर एन एग्जाम्पल, if Anish become chief advisor of president of the United States, right? And if he wants to go anywhere, who is just stopping them? Will them? No, right? What do you say, Anish? If somebody is trying to stop you, do you know who am I? I am a chief advisor of president of the United States, correct? And does anyone has a dare to stop you if you want to go anywhere? Even though if you want to go into the prison and want to talk with any of those the prisoner, or if you go into any party, does anyone say, hey, no, you cannot come? Will
No.
do the dare to say, right? So same way, because and you are not a president, you are just the advisor of the president. But even though if you are just advisor of the president, you have such a power. The same way, हे भगवान, मैं आपके आश्रित आया हूं, आपको कोई नहीं रोक सकता, तो आपके जो भक्त है उनको भी कोई रोक नहीं सकता। क्यों नहीं रोक सकता? क्योंकि आपके भक्त में भी वही सारे गुण है जो आप में है, और आपके गुण पूरी दुनिया में फैले हैं। ओके, you got it, right? So let's will Anish, can you read out this the meaning of slok 14?
O Lord of the three realms, surpassing the glow of the full moon, your infinite virtues are radiating out through the entire universe. Hymns sung in your praise can be heard everywhere. Who can curb the free moment of the virtues that have sought the shelter of the omnipotent like you?
Very good. So do anyone has any question into this one? No? So with this one, we are concluding our session. Okay, you like it? Okay, very good. So next time I'm going to ask you many questions. Okay, if you like it, that is good. So as our traditions, what we do, we always reciting Namokar mantra. Everybody's just unmute themselves and let's will go and reciting Namokar. Namo Arihantanam. Namo Sitanam. Namo Ayariyanam. Namo Uvachayanam. Namo Love Sauva Sahunam Eso Pancharamukaro Sauva Pava Panasana Manglanancha Sauvesim Padmam Havai Mangalam. So Jai Jinendra. And anyone has any question, they can ask me. Okay. Jai Jinendra. Bye.